the Concepcion Love Life Coach with LoveQuestCoaching.com. I'm so happy that you found me. If you're catching me on Facebook Live, hello, get up on in here. Get up in here, get yourself a cocktail or a drink, and I'm going to hang out with you a little bit to talk about boundaries and specifically the kinds of people that you need to cut out of your life, like a gangrenous toe. So, you're catching me on YouTube. Amazing. Glad that you found me. I'm hopeful that you can help me out. You're going to see some links in my description below that you could use to get a love block quiz and assessment. So if you're blocked on love, you can find out why that is, and you can click the link in the description below for information on that. But let's dive into this popular topic about boundaries, okay? So I help people who are codependent to heal codependency, and one of the most important things that you do when you're trying to heal codependency is create healthy boundaries. Really hard for some people, especially codependents, to create healthy boundaries because they were taught when they were little that they had to do what the parents and the adults said around them because that is how they get love. If they are good and they put the needs of everybody else ahead of them and the moods of everybody else, and they bent themselves to appease to the moods of everybody else, then they were good. They were good children. You did things because your parents said so, and that made you get love, and that made you good. And it's confusing because it made you be raised with an inability to have boundaries for yourself. Another example, let's say you had siblings, and maybe you were the littlest of the siblings, or maybe whatever, it doesn't even matter where you are in the birth order, but let's say you lived in a situation where maybe you all had to share a bathroom, and there was always fighting going on about who was taking a shower and who was in the bathroom, and people were walking in on each other, and they were not respecting the physical boundaries of using spaces for oneself. You couldn't be in a room by yourself without 50 people being in there with you. These are all violations of boundaries. It made it as if it was not allowed for you to have your own space, to have your own privacy. So those are just two simple examples of how, like, when we're little, we're taught to sacrifice and not have our own boundaries. There can be more serious ones that happen too when you're little, such as physical abuse or sexual abuse. All of these are boundary violations that when they happen to people, it makes them not understand that they are entitled, just autonomous, to have boundaries, to have a lock on the door, to have their own private space and their own place to put their stuff and be confident that no one is going to touch their stuff. These are all ways that boundaries are violated when we're little. And then when we're older, we wonder why we struggle with establishing boundaries. Okay, so now that we have that sorted out and handled, we're going to jump into the kinds of people that exist out there that you need to know about so that you can cut them off. There's no stronger boundary than saying no to a certain type of person. Many people reach out to me because they find that they are a magnet for narcissistic, sociopathic, psychotic people, toxic people. And these are nice people. They're nice people. They want to help, and they want to fix, and they want to try to show people the light. And it's a waste of your time, and it's like you want to bat your head against the wall because, you know, this person is coming to you for the 57th time, doing the same shit the same way, thinking that they're going to get a different result. It makes you crazy. So I'm going to just kind of go down a little bit of, you know, a description of the kinds of people that you need to cut off immediately. Okay, number one, gossips. People who are gossips, people who talk shit about other people, people who are like, you'll see them and they'll talk shit about somebody, and then like 2 weeks later you see them in a picture on Facebook with the person that they talked shit about to you. You're like literally seeing in your feed, you're like, I'm sorry, I was just with you, and you in the picture, you were shit talking the chick who's in the picture with you. So you know what that means? You're gonna probably shit talk me. No thanks, I'm out. No way. I don't deal with gossips. I don't deal with people like that. Next type of person, disrespectful people. People who overstep boundaries. People who, let's give an example. Can't take no for an answer. They have massive FOMO. They're afraid of being left out of stuff, and they make it known. They're kind of confrontational. Kind of people that are like, you know, why didn't I get invited? Where's my invite? Well, there's a reason you didn't get invited, right? Those people that stir up drama over petty shit, so better to not deal with those kinds of people, because they're just like not right within themselves. They don't have confidence. They're not in a good place in their life, and they're really looking for like the wood in Titanic. You know the movie Titanic, right? There's Kate Winslet and Leo DiCaprio, Jack and Rose, and they're out in the ocean floating around on a board, a wood door. And everyone to this day says that she could have let him float on there with her and they both would have fit, but that's a whole other video for a whole other day. Anyway, they're on this board, and that board, that thing, that's like what people look for. They're looking for like something to hang on to like survive on, and like they want to like suck on to your energy, and they're toxic people, and you got to be able to spot these people out. And the answer here isn't to give them more of your time and to, you know, get all wrapped up in their shit. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying to not have compassion. I'm not saying that if you see a friend and they're acting weird and you're like, listen, are you okay? Right? Have concern. Fine. Different. But I'm saying it's people who do the same shit over and over again, and they are oblivious to why their life is not working the way they want it to work. They don't know how to see themselves, and they disrespect other people because of it. So they overstep boundaries. They try to use people to elevate themselves. I see this all the time. It's fakery on a level that I have no time for. That's why, like, keep your circle super small, right? Be very particular about who you invite in your home. Be very particular about the company you keep. Be very deliberate about how much of your personal life you share with people. Oversharing is a massive, massive sign of codependency and a massive sign of loose boundaries. You're letting people into your business or revealing too much about yourself before the person has earned trust. And, you know, loosey-goosey boundaries. You'll go on a date and you, like, you know, tell people your whole life story, and they didn't earn that yet. You know, there's a way to reveal certain things at a certain time. So you definitely want to cut off people who you see talking shit about other people. 100%, these people are going to talk shit about you. Get rid of these people. What else? People who are dishonest, blatantly dishonest. You see, let's say you go to lunch with someone, and the bill comes, and you throw down your credit cards, whatever, and whatever. Something happens with the bill that it's wrong, and it's to your advantage, right? So instead of being like, oh, you know what, this came out wrong, like there's no way we got all this food and drinks and it's, you know, $56, that's insanity. So let's call this chick over and be like, hey, listen, you rang this up wrong and whatever. No, this person notices it, makes it a thing, and says, oh my God, they totally screwed up the bill. Like, hurry up, let's pay and get out of here. Like, oh my God, let's hurry up. Instead of being like, okay, wait a second. How would I feel if I was server, right? And that happened to me, and then I made a mistake, and at the end of the night, they had to take it out of my tips. Like, that would be horrible, right? So, especially now, during, like, pandemic and how, like, restaurants are suffering and whatever, like, this is compassion. This is called, like, doing your part in the ripple effect of the world. And the other day, perfect example, I was out at a live music venue, and I ordered a tequila and water for me and a bourbon for the fiance, and I think like the other person I was with wanted water. Okay, so I ordered these things. For the most big girl glass full thing of tequila with water and a lime, and a most full thing of full on bourbon with like ice, $21. I was like, am I reading this right? $21 for this much? So I said, easy in Miami, these drinks like this, easily worth $16, $17 a piece. This guy charged me $11. So what did I do? He was busy running around, I tipped the guy $9 because in my mind, I'm like, a drink like that is easy $15 per drink. So I'm going to tip this guy $9 on 21, boom, 30 straight away, done. My credit card company ended up emailing me an alert being like, hey, do you realize you tipped this person 40%? Point is, I saw maybe it could have been a mistake. It was definitely giving me more value than it was worth, so I tipped the person. I didn't like cheap out, which is going to be the next person that I tell you to avoid at all costs. Moochy, cheap, user type people. Awful. But definitely cut off people who are into lying, stealing, cheating, that they are not on the up and up, because they're going to bring in a toxic energy around you. And this is especially important for people who are super clear about where they're going in their life, and you have clarity and you have goals and you have things that you want to manifest. You have got to be laser on point about who you're allowing in your energy space. And I know it sounds like crazy as far as, oh my God, you're going to end up with like, no friends. No, you're going to have a few people, but good people. That's what you want to do. You want to curate who you allow around you. You want to curate it. You want to have this nice little tribe of people who are on point and on value. They're on the same page as you when it comes to values. Super, super important. Next person you want to avoid, like cut off like a ganger's toe, like snip, 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 off, out of your life. Users, moochy ass people who are on the take, the what is in it for me type of people. Okay, so we all want to know, like, what's going on, what's the bigger picture here in the friendship, right? Got it. But when you find that there are people, and they're usually like peripheral people, who are cheap as all get out, they're always looking for an angle, they're always looking for the free meal, the free drink, the free. And you need to get away from these people. I'll tell you why. Cut them off. Here's why. They are dingy people. You want to be around bright, shiny, successful, success-minded people who have their shit together. There are a lot of what I call turd in a Tiffany box types of people out there. Meaning, they look all sparkly and beautiful, like the blue Tiffany box, right? Here it is, blue Tiffany box from Tiffany's, the jewelry thing. And you're like, oh my God, this beautiful blue Tiffany box. There's got to be something amazing inside. This is this person, Tiffany box. You open it up, there's a turd right in there. A hot, brown, stinky ass turd right there. Why? Because these people are all shiny on the outside, right? You see them on social media. They're posting stuff that seems like they have their shit together, but there's a whiff of the shit in the Tiffany's box, meaning they're inauthentic, and it just rubs you wrong. Like, you see it in the thing. You're like, what the hell is this person doing? What are you talking about? Like, you're a shit show. And what are you doing? Like, get your life in order before you start telling other people how to live, right? So you start to see, these types of disingenuous things in people. You want to cut those people out. Cut them out straight away. Now, when I say cut people out of your life, I don't mean pick a fight with them. I don't mean be mean. I don't mean wish them ill will. I don't mean any of that. You want to be cool with everybody. You see people out, hey, how are you? Like, good to see you. Pleasant, right? You're pleasant. But when it comes to that inner circle, that inner sanctum of people that you allow in your home, that you spend time with, effort with, that you know the details of their life, right? There are a lot of people out there who are acquaintance-based people, and you're trying to connect with them, and you think by giving more, they're going to meet you where you're giving, right? But they're takers. They're takers. You got to be able to spot the takers. And codependent people, they are givers, 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 givers. In fact, codependent people think that the way to get love is very conditional, that they have to prove their worth, that they have to prove that they're valuable and all of this. And really what ends up happening is they start to attract people who are takers. So if you're giving, but you're not boundaried in your giving, you will attract takers. I am a super generous person, all about giving. However, every now and then I notice that I give somebody a chance and they screw it up. You get one shot with me, one. Sometimes I'm still like poking around somebody. I'm still kind of like sizing up, giving them a shot. Everybody gets a shot, all good. But when I have that thing of discernment, and I like thank God for the gift of discernment, I'm very clear and I'm very like done, like you're done. And I have like the ability to teach this to people. It's like having an energetic stance where these people just like ping, they like bounce off of you. So I teach that stuff. I'm an energy leadership master practitioner. I'm a certified professional life coach. And I also studied NLP and neuro-linguistic programming and other modalities that I really kind of mash up into my coaching practice. And I really help people ascertain, one, what they want out of life, two, create a plan to go get it and create it, and three, get out of your own way. And a lot of that has to do with who you let in. So like, people can be barriers, energetic barriers to your success. That's why it's super important to hang out with the right kind of people. And these people could be family members, right? It's not just limited to like people in the world, friendships and whatever. It could be, it could be family people where you're just like, you know what? Not allowing that kind of energy around me. And there are ways that, especially in the holidays, there are ways that you can learn how to carry your own energy, maintain your own energy, have healthy boundaries, still be pleasant, still be hospitable, but have a boundary. I call it the armor of God. It's just this energetic boundary that's pretty much rooted in do no harm, take no shit. And I personally found in my life, the more and more I get grounded in that do no harm, take no shit kind of way of living, the more I am able to call in. What's up, Tazek? You coughing again? The more I'm able, want to be in the video, to pick you up. But you're growling at me when I pick you up, so forget it. The better the people I call in to my life. Hi. Hello, puppy. He's right here. Trying to see if he'll let me pick him up so we can see the people. You want to see the people? Tazer, come. Come on, Uppy. People want to see you. Come on, Uppy. Good boy. Come on, good boy. No, now you're laying down because you're being a brat. So anyway, I hope this video helps you out. I am found at Lisa the Love Coach. You can basically find Lisa the Love Coach. Google search Lisa the Love Coach. You'll get my Instagram, probably my TikTok also, and my website is lovequestcoaching.com, lovequestcoaching.com. Super, super important that you get around the right kind of people who are on the same page with you with regards to your values. Oh, and here's the last thing I want to tell you. Oh my God, before I get off of this. The more you work on yourself and the more success you have in your life and the more, and I don't mean like stuff, I mean like your life, like your whole life, like where you're living, what you're doing to serve other people, how you're feeling in yourself, just everything around your life. The more you up level yourself, the more inventory you're going to take in the people that are coming into your life and that you're inviting into your life. So you have that power, right? You get to choose. You always get to choose who you're going to hang with, who's going to, and how much. You can be, like I said, cool with everybody, but there are certain people you definitely want to cut off, for sure. And operate from a place of just, standing firmly in your truth. If somebody comes up to you and they're like, hey, do you have beef with me? And here's the thing, these people, they know that you see them. They know that you see their bullshit, and they won't come near you. They don't have the balls to ask you, hey, do you have a beef with me? Because they know that you're going to be like, boom! You want me to let it fly? You ready to sit down and have a sit down with me? So I help people with all this kind of stuff. Life is too short for bullshit, and there are many bullshit people out there, so you have to make sure that you are able to decipher who they are. And when people show you who they are, please believe them, and please take actions once you see it right there in front of you. You deserve to have beautiful, kind, amazing people around you with a mind that gets them to the things that they want to accomplish in life. Not that they're fakers, not that they're trying to present as if they have it all together and they don't, but the people, get around the people who really have their shit together. And look, if it means hiring a coach like me, if it means taking a course online, if it means getting in a group format where you have support, get around good people if you're out there and you're struggling, because there are takers and people who are going to exploit you. And you need to learn how to detect these people and get them out of your orbit immediately. I am Lisa, the Love Coach. This was a delight. I hope that you find this video in the middle of a beautiful day. I am going to sign on off. If you want to find me again, head on over to LoveQuestCoaching.com. Talk to you soon. Bye.